What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 148 of Ghost in the Night, a Hauntings and Paranormal podcast. I am Phil. As always, Travis is thumbing up, giving the thumbs up sign to the YouTube watchers.
Fuck you guys.
No,
I'm just
don't.
kidding.
They're awesome. Let me get.
Not figuratively, literally. I want to make sweet love to all our fans.
I should.
Don't. Well, I don't know. The money's right.
Oh, there. Oh, fuck it. Anyway, all right. Tonight, like I said, is episode 148. We are talking Ouija board.
148.
Ouija board. Fact. Ouija board.
OIJs.
Fact or faked? What do you think?
I think they're bullshit.
Well, we'll get in. I'll get into a little bit. It can be bullshit. Or
I think the idea might not be bullshit, but I think the execution of these is fucking stupid.
The premise of them, I understand. We're not going to get a lot into the history. I've done that in a previous episode, Ouija board madness, back in the day. Go back and check that out.
I wasn't there for that.
If you want the history, you know the.
So if you like entertainment, check that out.
No, if you want education, check that one out. You want entertainment, watch this one.
I think I'm rather educational for how much of a piece of shit I am.
That is true. But, so we're not going to dive in a lot into the history. Like I said, I've done that. We are going to give our opinions on it because the Ouija board has gotten a bad rap.
Yeah, because of movies.
And Hollywood has fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah.
The Ouija board, just to talk a little history, was mainly a toy and used in the spiritualism movement back in the day, as you fondle the planchette. I will say, I got this yesterday.
Yeah.
People always, if you listen.
Shit, I should have brought some candles.
If you watch YouTube, go down a rabbit hole about the Ouija board, you get all the kind of these rules and all this shit you're supposed to do, which, to each their own. There are no fucking rules to this. Honestly.
Oh, bro, we were doing the Ouija board and Zach's asshole fell out of his belly button.
Oh, trust me, we are going to talk Zach Baggins here in a minute.
I'm aware.
But one of the rules they say is you never leave the planchette on the board. So when I was setting this up, so we can get a camera overhead shot of the board while we actually do a session, I said, you know what? I'm going to put this planchette on the board, and I left it on the G.
Makes sense.
For ghost, for gonorrhea, for whatever. And I said, I want
Giuliani.
Okay, gonorrhea.
Gastroenterologist.
But I wanted to see if it would move, or I'd come in at another time and it would be in a different letter or goodbye or something.
And?
Last night, nothing.
Shocker.
Woke up this morning. I will say this. I had some weird-ass dreams last night. I will say this. Maybe in the Patreon episode here, I'll talk about this dream, but my dream was so fucked. I woke up at 2:30 in the morning and got up, sat on the couch. It fucked me up that bad. It was fucking weird.
Was it about incest?
No, it was about vampires and murder and it was.
You watched Twilight before you went
No,
to
I
bed,
did not.
you?
I didn't watch anything paranormal at all.
You were fucking Edward, weren't you? Was that his name?
I think so, yes.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, Edward and Jacob.
Yes.
Dumb and Dumber.
Anyway, I woke up this morning.
He's Batman.
Don't even get me started. I woke up this morning, walked in here. Guess where it was at?
Where?
On the G.
Whoa.
So, left it there all day.
You know what that means? That doesn't mean that they're...
Wow. I think the live stream was way fucking behind.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But...
I also don't think we were talking for 10 minutes before we hit the intro. Were we?
I think we're lagging big time.
Not on my phone.
Maybe it's just that's off. I don't know. Shit. Let me...
Oh, wait. No. Oh.
Let's see here. Let me see here. We'll get back. Sorry for the...
Fucking hate technology.
Let's see.
Such a silly goose. Needs to go jump in the pond just being a silly goose.
No, it's not. Okay, it's just... I think it's just our thing there. Because it doesn't look like... Yeah, we're good.
So your computer's just...
Yeah, it's just being stupid. So we will not look at that. Anyway, where was I? Oh, I came home from work. Guess where the planchette was?
On the G?
On the G.
Wow.
Did
you know
not
what that
move.
means? That means it was moving nonstop while you weren't around it, and then it just landed on the G again.
It did. It did. So that is...
Hello, Phil's mother.
Hello, Mother. Oh, Mom, you're joining us today? I got a call the other day. A call. I was talking to her via phone. You know, the old...
Via phone?
The old-fashioned way of communicating with people.
Yeah.
And she wanted us to move our live stream to a different day. Because
the world doesn't revolve around you, Paulette.
Because apparently my mother would rather watch regular TV shows than watch her own son's show.
My mom's been in this live stream once, and she has known about me doing this podcast the whole time I've been a part of it.
All right, but
and the one time she came into it, you were like, "You're dumb."
I did not say you're dumb. I went. Well, you know,
I don't think she was prepared for the
shenanigans.
Well, I mean, you and I both naturally approach everything with a certain level of sarcasm. It's a coping mechanism, really.
Yes,
but
insecure little bitches. All right.
If you want to know why, check out What's Your Weird Story with Barry and Adam.
Yeah, we do approach things in a little sarcastic way.
No, Gonzo, you're not. You're his boyfriend. I'm his man friend.
Oh, for the love of God. Anyway, where was I at?
Macaroni sounds, and then
Netflix
Netflix in the background. Are you still watching?
All right, but before we get to the Ouija board and the Ouija board session, I mean, this, like I said, this will go one of two ways. Either we're going to get a lot of action, or it's going to be boring as shit, and maybe tomorrow I'll be possessed. I don't know. Which, that would be best case scenario. We would definitely get some downloads and clicks and views and all that shit if I'm possessed. My head starts spinning around. I start levitating. We have to get the Pope in here to exorcise me. That really didn't sound well. Anyway, but before we get to that, like I was talking before
I'm going to stretch your anus until the demons come from your body, son.
Yes. But before we get that, we do have some business to take care of. We have a new Patreon shout out.
Finally.
Tyler, who is in
He might not be here anymore. He said he was at work. He won't be able to watch the whole thing.
Well, he was in the
basically what we're saying is Tyler's more important than everyone else in here.
Yes.
Except Phil's mom.
Yes.
Because she's Phil's mom, and also, I'm pretty sure, a Patreon.
Yes, she is a Patreon subscriber as well. But Tyler is our latest and greatest Patreon subscriber, so we appreciate him. And I believe he's local to us. He's close to us, I believe. Not too far down the street.
He's closer to where I work.
Yeah, and he did contact...
Oh, speaking of, I actually thought about that. Hit me up on Instagram. We do a meet and greet. And by that, I mean, I'll buy you a beer.
Works for me. But where was I at? He did. He had good suggestions.
A couple of them.
Well, he only gave. I only saw the one because we were.
Yeah, he sent one, and he moved from Facebook to. Yeah, well, if anybody who actually listens knows, I do say all the time that Instagram is a more direct way of getting a hold of us because I check my Instagram. Yeah,
but odds are
our Instagram all fucking day.
If you are interacting with us via Instagram, you're interacting with Travis. If you do Facebook, you're probably interacting with me.
If you're on Twitter, I haven't interacted with anybody on Twitter.
I've probably be me, but.
I have tweeted.
Yes, you have. You twatted. You twatted.
I twatted. Because I'm going to go through there. I'm going to repost all those memes that are just links on there. Because there's some fire memes in there.
But
that Buffalo Bill meme.
Yes, that was a good one. But Tyler, thank you so much for being our latest Patreon subscriber. We greatly appreciate everybody that contributes to the show. And we do have some changes.
I'm not even Chinese, you fucker.
Freaking Gonzo. But
get
thank
it right.
Thank you, Travis.
There's a hierarchy.
Thank you, Travis and Tyler. Thank you both. But
we're doing a swap too with a UK podcast.
Okay.
We talked about this.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen. But I was thinking about video might be an issue.
They said audio.
Okay, good because emailing a video, or the video of it's too big.
Is it too big, or are you worried about sending one of your penis?
No, it's too big because I tried to send it to you.
Your penis?
No, with a video, jackwagon.
Fuck.
And by the way, I believe let's get Jamie referring to me being possessed. Yes, I'm already possessed.
He said, "Don't forget to say goodbye, Tyler." There's a very good chance that we might break that rule just to see what happens.
Yeah, maybe. I've done it before.
I don't believe in this shit. So you know my point of view, and it's worked for me my whole life. If I don't believe in it, what the fuck is it gonna do?
Right. I mean, and we'll kind of get into that right now.
I'm trying to get into something right now.
That's why I'm sitting down.
Macaroni sounds.
Now, the Ouija people have really. Do me a favor, take that charger out of the outlet.
Just the whole thing, or just the battery?
Just that whole battery pack. All right, thank you. You can hand it to me.
That's for Phil's butt plug.
Yes, and the video camera.
And my butt plug we share.
It's in the
We
shape
do
of
not clean it.
yes,
It
but
started this big. It's now this big with poop.
I'm just blowing right past that shit.
Who would then we thought we needed alcohol for me to be fucking weird.
Yeah. The Ouija board has gotten a bad rap. Now, I'll kind of go a little bit in history. You know, it really gained popularity during when spiritualism took off, and it was basically a game.
Which everything kind of took off back then at that time, though.
Right, because people.
It was the height of height of the fucking traveling show, the side show, the fucking Ouija board, the public seances and magician shit. Everybody started talking.
Snake oil salesman.
Everybody started. Yeah. Told us a tale about old healing and all from a snake. Great song. Check out "Dust in the Wind" by the Steel Woods.
Anyway, where was I at? I don't even know what that emoji is. Oh, is that a vomit emoji?
Yeah.
Are we making Jamie vomit, apparently? Jamie.
I'm not touching that one.
I'm hurt. Anyway. But it gained a lot of popularity as a...
Like Ron Burgundy. He said, I'm insulted and I'm hurt that you would insinuate such a thing. I was just trying to take you and show you a lovely night on the town. I was a co-worker. And show you this is San Diego. It's German for a whale's vagina. Sorry, go on.
Go on. It gained popularity. People were, during the spiritualism revolution, whatever you want to call it, people really were trying to...
Spiritualution?
Yes. If that's a word.
It is now. We made Parachondriac and Chalupacabra a word. Why the fuck not?
Yes. But people during that time really were interested in reaching out to the spirit world, you know, with loss of loved ones. And the Ouija board came about that way. But Ouija boards have been around forever.
Yeah.
You know, talking boards or spirit boards have been around since the dawn of time.
I mean, fuck, there's even a version of it, like, people... I couldn't imagine... It blew me away that nobody made the correlation when Stranger Things was the biggest fucking thing on Netflix. That those Christmas lights in the living room are the same idea. Right. Have you seen Stranger Things?
I saw the first season of it.
Yeah, it's in the first season when she's talking to her son when he's in the upside down and he's changing the. She hangs up all those Christmas lights all throughout the house, and that's how they communicate. I mean, it's the same thing. It's a fucking it's a voice box, a fucking Ouija board, I don't know, iPhone.
Right, but the Ouija board, as what sits right here, is a game. It was produced as a game, but talking boards have been around since way before even spiritualism.
Well, and that's always been one of my other things is like people like if you go to somebody who is like a fortune teller or some shit like that, how do we know that if we're going to be on the gullible side, if you will,
right?
Who's to say that you go to one of those people that make money off doing this? They could have attached something to their board, and that's why it does shit.
Right.
But whereas this one is just from a fucking shut down Toys R Us that's been sitting unoccupied, full of bum shit and fucking heroin needles for 15 years.
Exactly.
They're bringing Toys R Us back, I heard.
Oh, yay! My kids are grown, so I don't need to go to that fucking place again.
What are you talking about? You don't like Legos?
No,
I fucking love Legos.
No, I do not like Legos.
I like to build cities and then break them down like King Kong, naked.
That does not surprise me.
Put a pocket pussy in the Empire State Building.
just wrong on so many levels. But the Ouija board, like I said, spirit board, whatever it is a tool to what?
I thought about that question too. Ask where Jimmy Hoffa's buried. Those are the two first things on my mind. Where's Jimmy Hoffa buried? Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself? And like I said, I don't give a fuck if that planchette moves itself or not. I'll move that bitch to no when I ask it about Jeffrey Epstein, because that motherfucker did not off himself. It was the Bill and Hillary. Hillium.
The opinions expressed on this podcast do not represent Phil's opinions.
Oh, I've been open about that.
I just don't want to be on the hit list.
They don't give a fuck about us.
Anyway.
We're not in politics.
But we are a powerful podcast.
That's true.
Okay, I almost got through that with the straight
We're basically we're the Joe Rogan of the paranormal podcast community.
We are not even the Joe Dogan of the paranormal podcast.
Or the Ro Jogan.
Right. But like I said, this is a tool to interact with the spirit world. But it has gotten a bad rap thanks to Hollywood and The Exorcist. And that is where people became scared of it, where people decided it was evil, where you became possessed, demonic things came out of it. Hollywood fucked it up for everybody, as Hollywood always does.
Right.
Because there are a lot of stupid people out there that actually think Hollywood even fiction is real.
Dude, that shit came up at work the other day. One of the cashiers was like, Sydney's little sister. She was like, have you seen The Conjuring 2? I was like, yeah, it was fucking stupid. I can't stand the Warrens. And then I got into a 5-minute conversation about why I don't want to say I don't like the Warrens. I was not a fan of some of their tactics.
Right. I mean, yes. We kind of covered that, but yes.
And also the fact that Ed Warren was like one of the leading demonologists in the world. Phil's a fucking demonologist. He's got a certificate.
Oh, I'm going to go into this.
Yeah, because myself and young Kyle are going to get one. There's two. You can get 2 of the classes for $40 on one of the websites, and it said up to an 8-hour class. Most finish it in 2.5.
Yes, but the Ouija board or talking board is just a tool to interact with the spirit world. Now, does this planchette and this board have the power? No.
I got the power.
Whenever you do anything to interact with the spirit world, whether you're sitting in your underwear.
What if you'd said that? Does this have the power? It was like spat, 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 spat.
But whenever you do anything to interact with the spirit world, you are putting out intent.
Yeah.
And if the spirit world interacts with you or reacts to you, it is going through you.
Well, and that's always been my problem too. Is people try to like call bullshit on me because like this, I like in my mind, I don't think anything's gonna happen. It would be super fucking cool if it did, but I don't think so.
Something may happen, or something might not happen. Who knows?
Right. Like for all I know, this planchette could turn around and like lodge itself in my aorta. If that happens and you motherfuckers don't find a way to get us a fucking a million views and make that episode go viral, I will haunt the shit out of everybody in this goddamn live stream.
Well, I am doing a video tomorrow, an update video, to make sure I'm not possessed.
OnlyFans?
No, on me my Patreon.
Yeah, when are we gonna do? When are we gonna do Patreon? Tomorrow?
We can.
I can do it tomorrow night.
Yeah, if you want to come swing by tomorrow night, we can do a Patreon.
Yeah, I can do
kind of an update. Make
want.
Sure I'm not possessed.
Well, my week's kind of fucked because of the wedding next weekend.
Is that next weekend already? Damn.
Yeah, dude, 9th and the 10th. Because I just fucking booked my hotel. They're all worried. They're like, but you're not going to get a hotel. The block's sold out. I was like, I'm in the same fucking hotel you are. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I paid like $15 more than you.
Wait till the last minute.
Well, because a couple that we know were like, you guys can share our room. I think we got a double queen. I was like, that's a great fucking idea.
You don't want to listen to them.
I don't want to share a room with anybody that I'm not engaged in sexual activity with. Or if it's just like if you and I went somewhere for investigation or something like that, like I'd crash in separate beds in the same room as you. Like 2 dudes, yeah. Especially if you know them well enough to be like, you ain't going to start beating your monkey off while we're sleeping, are you?
Maybe.
If I hear that complimentary shampoo's going up somebody's asshole. Or I'm going to set the alarm for 5 seconds after I pick it up and just whoop right up there.
Okay, we're getting back on topic here.
See if it gets louder when you open your mouth.
We are getting back on topic. Ouija board. It's about intent. Whenever you do anything to interact with the spirit world, it is your intent to interact with them.
I apologize if you guys hear me groaning. Not to cut you off again, but like my stomach is fucked.
No matter what you're using, whether you're using a Ouija board, a piece of paper with letters, numbers, and goodbye, yes, no on it, and a shot glass after you've taken a few shots, whatever. It's all about intent.
Yeah.
And and people are so scared to death of this. We've had people in the chat room say, better say goodbye, you better do this.
Oh, yeah, Casey's like my best friend. He gone. Because he's afraid of Ouija boards.
Oh, jeez.
Pussy, you little
But
pussy Casey can't handle hot
there
pepper.
is no difference between this right here and taking a spirit box, which is basically a radio with a broken scanner or scan button, and doing the exact same thing. That is the exact same thing as a Ouija board. Or taking a digital recorder or tape recorder for you old people like me, or anything, whatever.
A reel to reel.
Yes. And asking questions. Is there anybody here? That is the same thing as this Ouija board. It's all the freaking same. Or an Ovilus, which is complete bullshit.
They're cool. Like they're entertaining. I don't put much behind them. Who the fuck is Charlie? Charlie Chaplin?
I don't know. But there is no...
We're not in Vietnam anymore. You got to get out of those fucking flashbacks, man.
There's no different from the intent. And this is going to put me into my rant for the night.
Yeah.
I was watching Ghost Adventures. I taped them all. I don't watch them. But I was bored,
I know. I was watching TV with the roommates, and I realized there's 22 recorded on their DVR, and I was like, just get rid of that shit.
I was bored. Nothing was on, so I hit it. And it was about possession and rituals and all that bullshit. And this is what pisses me off about the paranormal or Ghost Adventures and all these paranormal teams. Because I've interacted with people who say, oh, don't ever do a Ouija board on a ghost hunt. It's, like I said, no different than talking to the wall with a tape recorder or digital recorder.
Also,
same freaking thing.
What's the difference between doing it on a ghost hunt and doing it while you're taking a shit?
Right.
Other than the fact that if you're doing it with somebody else while you're taking a shit,
but
you have a great relationship.
There's so much hypocrisy in the paranormal field like that. People are just they don't understand. They're scared of it. If you're that scared of, and if you're scared of the Ouija board, by all means, don't do it.
Right.
Because it's, like I said, about intent. And if you are scared of something, do not do it.
Yeah.
Because odds are, if you do it and you're scared, guess
naturally,
what? It could. I'm not saying this doesn't open a portal. It very well might. We might open a portal tonight, but it won't because of this. It'll be because of our intent.
Yeah.
So every time, and like on this Ghost Adventure episode, somebody was doing rituals, and they had the priest and his sister Mary Kay, whatever the fuck her name is, they did an exorcism out of the house. But they said, I think their mother or their stepfather did rituals. Oh, this is what pisses me off. What do you think every time Ghost Adventures goes into a house and asks the question, who's here? That is a fucking ritual. A ritual is when you make intent to contact the spirit world.
Right.
For some reason, whether it just be interaction or to put a hex on your ex-girlfriend, whatever.
Right.
It's all a ritual.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to have to stop and start on the RSS feed.
You don't have to go
Dude, my stomach's, it's been like this all day.
Okay.
I almost called you and was like, dude, let's do this shit tomorrow, but we at least somewhat have a schedule for everybody.
Okay, if you want, you need to go.
Well, I figured you could finish your rant first, so then we have a good pause, and we could just clip that. Well, actually, we can leave that in. I don't give a fuck. I think it's funny. Like, Travis had to poop. But after the rant, I figured it would be a good time to cut for the editing later.
Whenever you make an attempt to contact the other side, you're doing a ritual, and shit could go wrong.
Well, what pisses me off is, like, I've seen a lot of videos, not Ghost Adventures specifically, but I've seen a lot of course, ruin my goddamn life, world. They didn't go live last week. I just got the notification. Once again, while we're live, my favorite fucking podcast to listen to is now going live, and it's the first fucking Monday Night Cowboys game. You got me fucked up if you think I'm not going to have live updates coming. Actually, Gonzo, I need live score updates of the Cowboys game while we're doing this. Go on. Sorry.
But anyway, anytime that is the hypocrisy with Zach Bagans and all these people. Whenever you go into a house to make contact, you are doing a freaking ritual.
In one way, shape, or form.
It's a ritual. What?
The Chupacabra
Okay.
just like popped her head around the corner, just like, "What the fuck are you looking at, SA?"
But it's about it's about contact. So and that is hypocrisy of Zach Bagans and his.
It's all of us.
But no, not you and I both are on the same page. I know what I'm doing. I know I'm doing a ritual.
Yeah.
If I sit on the couch,
I know what I'm asking for.
If I'm sitting on the couch with my one hand down my pants like Ed Bundy style, and watching Al Bundy's my bad.
Get it right.
Is that Ed O'Neill?
Swagger on dumb, call it Kelly Bundy. Quote Lil Wayne.
But
Carter 3.
I'm sitting on the couch with one hand down my pants and the remote in the other hand, and I say, "Is anybody out there? Is there a spirit here that would like to contact me?" Turn the TV off. Guess what? It's a ritual. I just tried to contact the.
And the next thing you know, Stormy Daniels is fucking doing like the tit version of a pressed ham on your window next to your couch.
Sweet.
Ugh, I don't know. I feel like she just smells like fucking yeast and gonorrhea.
I know this. I know this is what I'm doing. I'm not. I'm opening myself up to the other side. And
we do that anyway. When we knowingly go into a place just to investigate it, like I'm like, this place is bullshit. But also, hopefully maybe something will happen. That'd be cool, too.
Right. So, but even if you watch Ghost Adventures on television, you're opening yourself up to, by showing interest in the paranormal. If you're listening to this podcast, if you're in the chat, you are opening yourself up.
If you're listening to this podcast, if you yawn during it, a ghost is putting his penis in your mouth.
Sweet. But Zach Bagans, that bullshit, the look on his face. I wish I wrote down the title. Oh my God, they were doing rituals. Go fuck yourself twice. Of course, they were doing rituals.
We can be realistic. More, I would. That's got to be just him selling it for TV.
But
he's been doing this shit for so long that I'd imagine if the camera wasn't on and we went out with him on a not recorded investigation, and I was like, "Check this out. There's a fucking summoning circle right here with recently burnt candles and a dead fetus in the middle of it. They clearly did a ritual." He'd be like, "Fucking again? Jesus Christ."
Well, I know if we went out with him, and I'm going to say this, put it on record. You know how every time he's like in Demon House when he's feeling it and he makes his move like he's going to punch somebody, motherfucker's getting knocked the fuck out. He makes a move.
I think that every time when he gets all aggressive in any movie or show, I'm like, dude, like I'm bad about that anyway. That's why like a lot of people at work just stop scaring me, because if you come up behind me and scare me, I'm automatically pulling back, and like I've never punched anyone. Not at work or anything. That's why I'm not allowed it. I don't even know if USS Nightmare is still a thing downtown, but if it is, I'm pretty sure I'm still banned from there.
Oh,
because it was a double whammy, man. He caught me from behind, and he was dressed as a clown. I'm not afraid of clowns, but I don't fucking like them. Right. And he just fucking caught a real quick right cross, and I was like, "Oh fuck, my bad."
I'm just saying.
He was like, "I'm doing my job, bro." I was like, "Well, you did a really good job of it, apparently."
If we ever investigate with the Ghost Adventures crew, and he pulls that shit with me, he's getting throat punched.
Oh no, I'll be in the van fucking therapying Aaron on all the fucked up places they make him sit by himself.
I mean, I'll be like, dude, you better have the power of Satan in you, motherfucker. You come.
That's my favorite moment from Ghost Adventures, though, is when he's like, "Hey, Aaron, this is the room where everybody that's ever stayed in there killed themselves with blunt or dull objects and sawed their heads off and sacrificed babies every day for the last 4 years. Go in there by yourself with no lights, and we're going to go eat a bucket of KFC.
Right.
Guys, I need help. We're in a minute. Oh, fuck. The potatoes aren't that good. Where's the fucking gravy?"
Okay, but that is my point, the hypocrisy in the paranormal. And I'm big, and you know this, I'm big, I'm not afraid, I'm not scared of this, because I'm not, even if this is a portal to hell.
Right.
If Satan comes through.
Amazon be slinging a lot of portals to hell.
If Satan himself comes through, and I've gotten a response to Satan on Ghostbox and all that.
Yeah, because we both have our own feelings on that. Everybody freaks out about it. I'm like, yeah, of course, anything that's haunting somewhere is going to be like Satan. Because it's going to be sit there, and you're not going to hear it when it goes, "You stupid living piece of shit."
If when we do this session after you go poop,
I'm actually good now.
And Satan pops into that chair right there, says, "What's up, boys? I'm not freaking the fuck out."
I'm like, whose hole do you want first? Y'all better be rich when I wake up in the morning.
You know, so I put a strong emphasis on, and I'm not even saying that people that like The Exorcist was based off of a story with the Ouija board. Actually, part is true. It wasn't a female, it was a male. Maybe it is true that he used the Ouija board and he got possessed. But I also think your mental.
Wait, what exactly were we talking about?
The movie Exorcist.
Oh, okay.
Is based off of loosely based off a real thing.
I zoned out thinking about the devil from Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny for a second. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So, but maybe that is true. Maybe people have been possessed by doing this, but
that doesn't mean that this was the cause of it.
It opened.
This was probably just the last straw of you being like, I am fully opening myself onto whatever has this power.
Yes, you and I know this.
Come into me, Zozo.
Oozos.
Oz. For the dyslexic. For any of those of you that don't know, Zozo is the demon that is attached and works through the Ouija board. Well, and again, what was literally the easiest fucking demon name to spell out of it? Couldn't have been Beelzebub or Baal or fucking literally all of them have 17 consonants and vowels in them, and this one's just Zozo.
What was his job before the Ouija board came up? Before Parker Brothers or whatever company made these things?
See, I thought about looking into that, whether Zozo was a known named demon before the Ouija board was a thing.
I think it was, but
you would hope so.
I think it actually was.
If he's named, he should have been around for a while. It's not like Bill Wilkins running around here from The Conjuring 2.
I think.
Or fucking Hitler from Annalise Michelle's weird ass R.I.P. Rest in piss.
I think he's just the laziest demon of all time. I said, wait a minute, Ouija board, that's my thing.
I mean, what? Yeah, especially what if it's Z0Z0, like a rapper?
You just blew my mind.
Right?
I don't even know where I was going.
Zozo in the house.
I don't even know where I was going with this shit. But sure, somebody has been. I'm sure somebody has had issues, obsession, and possession by using a Ouija board. But it was the act of opening themselves up, not necessarily the Ouija board. If they would have had one of those crystal spinning thingies, the same thing could have happened. Had a digital recorder, same thing could have happened.
Right.
But it's also your mental strength, essentially. If you allow yourself, I've said this in other podcasts. I've always preached to my kids: nobody has power over you unless you give it to them.
Right.
Same thing goes for the spirit world.
Yeah.
Because if something wants to possess me, I've said this a million times, they don't want inside my head.
That's what I'm saying.
They'd
get in here,
place.
And they'd look around. They'd be like, "What the fuck is? I'm going back to hell. It's way better down there."
So, and I could be wrong. At some point, I could get possessed.
They'd be like, "It's just full of dead baby jokes and fucking screamo." Oh, speaking of, if anybody wants a good listen, Signs of the Swarm put out their new album, Absolvier. It's fucking great. It's just spur.
So
listen to it on the way here.
I think it's about your intent, your if and I've said, if you're not in a good mental place, you should not do a Ouija board. You should not go.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't do a Ouija board?
No, I meant like we're struggling with,
mental health.
Yes, or just stress or whatever. We
shouldn't do a Ouija board.
I don't have stress, or you shouldn't even go on a paranormal investigation. You should not reach out or open yourself up at all.
Right.
Whenever and if you're sick, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, you're just kind of asking for it at that point.
Yeah, because you're in a weakened state. That is how it works. So, you want to get this ball started?
Sure. Let me get a drink so while I can still taste the flavors of the human realm and I'm not part demon.
I worked hard on this.
Ooh,
Daddy.
We got 2 Kermers.
Daddy worked hard on this. We are going to do this. Now, I will open. I will be the master of ceremony.
Oh, now it's starting to get a little choppy. Oh, no, it's working itself out.
I will be the master of the ceremony.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know what it's called.
Does that mean that if any demon or ghost comes through here, they have to call you daddy?
Well, I do actually believe you should open and close.
Damn it.
You should open and close.
Just like anything else in the world.
You
shout out to my roommates because she never closes fucking cabinets.
Oh, I hate that.
He hit his head on one the other night while we were drunk. It was hilarious.
All right.
Quite drunk, actually. It was a good time.
What? Oh, you're going to have to move your hand. Move your left hand. Because the shadow was blocking the A. Put your right.
You mean when we're doing it?
Yes.
Can you do it with just one hand?
Yeah, you just put one hand in. We got big hands. You know what they say? Big hands, you can't put two hands on the planchette.
You know what they say? Big hands, it's harder to fist people.
We're going to move this around just so we know. Okay.
It's so easy to move.
I know
dude.
it is kind of weird, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Had to.
So what you want?
All right. We are here today.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to speaketh to the dead. Bring thine asses forth and show me thyself.
Okay, we're going to be serious the first 5 minutes.
I'm going to try.
Okay. We are here to contact the spirit world. We only want good spirits. Dark, demonic, evil. Get to stepping. We don't want your shit. Unless you want to talk, I'm good. But there will be no possession.
As long as it's not collect.
There will be no hanging around, twiddling our dingus. Okay.
Is there like a point where this is supposed to start?
I don't know.
Or
We
do I have to
asked the
keep
question.
my hand off the table this whole time?
I don't know.
I never thought about that. That's kind of exhausting. I'm thinking if we do this for 20 minutes, I'm going to have to switch hands or something. It's like jerking off.
We're not doing this for 20 minutes. All right. We are here to contact the spirit world. We are looking for interaction. We come in peace. Live long and prosper. No, seriously, folks. We are looking to reach out. We want to know if anybody's here. Is there a spirit here that would like to interact with us? Maybe a loved one that has passed on my side. Feel free if I have a guardian angel.
I got a couple. It's so, any movement of the arm moves it. And I'm trying really hard to not. That's definitely us moving it ever so slightly.
Yeah. All you can speak to us through the planchette and the board. Move it to spell out yes or just say yes if there is somebody here.
Or send us an email, gitnpodcast@gmail.com.
Just know you're alive on YouTube. I cannot see you, so you cannot sign a waiver. So there will be no suing us in the afterlife. Oh, shit, we're not going to make it that long.
Is there anybody here with us?
Can you move the planchette? Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have actually set up a digital recorder.
Oh. Pause.
Pause. No, fuck it. I think
See, all this little movement is all us, just in case anybody's
and that is
paying
something
that much attention. No, that's you.
I know it's me. Well, no, it's whenever you breathe, it moves.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was watching. Don't breathe. Suffocate yourself for the good of the podcast. 2 Hamilton men died this week while making a podcast with a Ouija board. Dumb fucks have said that it is the work of this demon Zozo. Realistically, everybody watching said they were dumb and held their breath for 3 minutes.
Do you not want to talk to us?
Is this full of shit and you're not fucking real?
Or do you just hate Amazon?
Why does the moon look so pissed and the sun looks so happy?
All right.
Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself? It's real.
That's right. Oh.
Is there a starting point you're supposed to sit on or some shit?
No. Actually, you're supposed to.
No. Oh, no. That was me.
I know.
5.
No.
What's your favorite sexual position? It is real.
This is such horseshit.
Who's a snitch?
I hope I get possessed over this shit.
Oh, God. For those listening, both the answers were 69.
6969. I don't get it. I'm joking. Relax. Don't give me that look.
What, you don't get the joke or you don't get 69?
Not a big fan, actually.
I am.
Not a big fan.
It's like looking into a well
It's like I'm claustrophobic.
that somebody closed off. Not me. That scene from Jackass when that like morbidly obese woman jumped on Wee Man and he just disappeared. That's what I'm talking about.
I guess. All right, Spirit World. You're losing my
I
interest.
was gonna say you got like 1 minute to make something happen. This is fucking horse shit. We should have got candles.
I want to talk to the spirit that watches me jack off while I'm laying in bed late at night.
I'm not a spirit.
Oh, damn it.
But seriously though, if there's something here, move it a little bit.
Just move it. Or I'm not picky. Make a noise. Knock on a wall. Let us know you're here. We'll be serious now. Can
You dig it? Can you do something? You don't even have to spell anything out.
Is Hitler an asshole in the spirit world?
We've heard that he is.
We've heard he is. You know what we have here? A failure to communicate. You know
Good
what we
God.
have? You know what we really have here? A nice background decoration.
Oh, there you go. We're having suggestions from the comment section. Is Phil in the closet?
Holy shit!
It is real. It's not real, but yes.
He doesn't know what he
I
wants.
love that. I love that in movies when it does that shit.
Whoa.
We only have it is only one hand. It's one hand each.
One hand each. You know, but here's the thing about these things. The rules, it's whatever you believe. You know, whatever you put stock in. Like, some people say when it starts counting backwards, you need to get out because the demon's trying to come through.
What is it, counting down, blast off into your soul? What the
Or
fuck?
Or starts doing figure eights or whatever.
Like you can't hear it, but it's that stereotypical NASA guy. Launching in 5, 4.
Hamilton? Try only one hand. Well, we do only have one hand. Or try it by ourselves.
You want to? I'll go poop.
No, I'm not doing it by myself.
Pussy.
Oh, you know, the reason why we're doing this, because we did talk about Ouija board in a previous episode.
I am going to go poop, though.
We did
Go
talk.
ahead.
We did talk about this, and I said we probably won't do it here. And I was like, because I was ragging on the Ouija
And I'm
board.
breaking my fucking shoulder.
Oh shit! All right, we're going to end this session.
Yeah,
and
I'll be back.
Shoot the shit. Hey, put your hand back on. Put your hand back on. We gotta close it out. I don't want to get possessed and get anally raped by.
Sorry, devils.
We're out of here, bitches.
Goodbye. Like when you shut down a Windows computer in 2002. Goodbye. Oh, God. Fucking Indian food. Have fun talking to people.
I will talk to people. Basically, what we have here is a nice decoration for the background. Happy joy. But, you know, anyway, since I don't have Travis here any longer, thank God he's a pain in the ass. And then he's going to go literally blow up my bathroom. I'll be cleaning it for a month. We did not get anything because we weren't taking this seriously. And plus, I don't think anything's here. But I don't know whether this is real, whether it's not real. I think a lot of it is intent. If somebody who's a true believer believes in this, they could actually get some legitimate interaction, possibly. I don't buy it that much. I'm more of personal interaction, you know, or audio or visual interaction with the spirit world. I don't put a lot of fact or a lot of stock into this type of device, just from the fact there's too much shenanigans that could go on, because you could see it moving a little bit. Whenever we breathed, it moved, and people can misinterpret that. Or you could have somebody just being kind of an asshole, and even just like dowsing rods, you might not even know you're moving it with muscle twitch and stuff. there's just too much to look at and too much to go through that could be just a little fuckery. So that is why I don't put a lot of stock in this. So basically, we just have a wall decoration now. So once Travis gets back from, doing it is what he does, we will continue on, maybe give a little bit of opinions, and then we'll go to the comments or the chat room, listen to what you guys have to say. Feel free to shout it out now, and I will address it. But I do not think that this is something to worry about. Just like ghost hunting in your own home. People say, "Oh, never ghost hunt in your own home." That's bullshit. I've done it. I've always preached. I get a lot of messages from people, especially with demonic scratches or any kind of scratch. I get, if you've watched the video demonic scratches, look at the comments. They are all over the place on that video. And I tell people, you need to find out what's causing it. It might be something rational. It might be something environmental, or it could be something, interaction with the spirit world. I don't know. I can't say yay or nay on either one. And I always tell people, you need to find out, get to the bottom of it. And that means you might have to actually investigate in your own home. You need to know what you're dealing with. If something is there that is making you uncomfortable, that is draining your energy, that is possibly something darker, you need to know what you're dealing with. And the only way to do that is to ask questions, to try to interact, to try to reach out. That is the best way to get to the bottom of it. And I always recommend people do that, even if it is your own home. And if you find out there is something there that makes you, I'm not kissing the board. That just, Travis's hands were on it. You don't know where his hands have been. Gonzo, come on now. But that is something I think you need to do when it comes to, if you're experiencing something, you need to know what you're dealing with. Just, there might be something benign that has no intention on harming you, in which I'm not a big proponent of, ghost harming you. I think if they do, you're letting them. I think even demons and all that shit, we have the power in this world or in this realm, and they interact.
Well, I found a demon, don't you worry.
He left a demon. He exorcised the demon. All right, so
I apologize to both the viewers and Phil's Plumbing.
So I'm not cutting any of that shit out.
See, told you fucking should have got candles. We should have got the Jesus candles.
Well, this isn't the right atmosphere to do it.
Oh yeah, if I'm ever gonna really do this, I'm not doing it on YouTube Live. To be honest,
no, this is for entertainment purposes only. I really didn't expect anything to actually. I mean, it's really, setup is about intent as well. It's all about intent.
Shadow of Intent, also a great band.
But, and really, this was not the ideal way to do this, and because we weren't going to get any action anyway. So I was not shocked. Hey.
Story of both our lives.
It happens. Everybody has a rut every now and then. So.
My asshole sure doesn't. That thing is open for business today.
What have we covered? We covered Zach Bagans is a tool bag because he thinks he's hypocritical about rituals.
My opinion of the latest super dope deathcore album release.
Yes. Ouija board, we have a nice background. Something to hang up on the wall. Can't get nothing good at Amazon. Damn you, Jeff Bezos. Create a better freaking Ouija board and quit building your penis rocket.
Jeff Bezos.
Dun, dun, dun.
We figured it out.
Well, he looks like a demon.
Excuse me. One person you could bring back from the dead to have sexy time with?
Marilyn Monroe.
That's not a bad one. Joan of Arc.
A little too
stinky.
No, a little too forward for me. I mean, I like a woman strong, but Jesus Christ, if she can kick my ass.
Eve.
No, she's a shady bitch. Probably get freaky though.
Abraham Lincoln. There's inklings out there of Abraham Lincoln was gay.
There's into the supernatural and the paranormal. His old lady.
Oh, what is it? Mary Todd Lincoln or whatever the fuck.
That's something we should do. Do like her and Nancy Reagan astrology, that shit. Do an episode on that.
We could.
It could be interesting. Oh, we doing a true crime next week?
I mean, I'm always down to do true crime.
You want to do the big one?
Which one?
Ed. I'll let you get your rocks off. I'll let you have a boner the size of that microphone. Okay.
With the stand
divided by about 100, but that's beside the point.
Oh yeah, like maybe the XLR plug.
Maybe we'll do. I think next week would be a good true crime. Let you just.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. I love that fucking story. That dude is so Or it's okay. So if we're gonna do him next,
yeah.
I'm not saying it has to be the true crime after that, but I really want to do H.H. Holmes sometime soon too.
Oh, you want to talk about the big story tonight?
The Gabby Petito.
I'll let you talk. If you want to talk about that, you talk about that tonight.
I mean, we can. We'll just put it in we can change the title and put our opinions on Gabby Petito.
No,
then we'll get the clips.
Well, no, we'll just leave it into this, and I'll cut it out and make like a clip.
That's fine. So, what's your opinion
on her?
Yeah.
Oh, if that fucker did it, bigger than shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
what about the other two people?
That's weird. Did he do both of them?
Well, and then there's a lot of people throwing out the idea of
Go ahead and tell the story to people. What if they've?
Everybody knows.
Not everybody.
Van Life girl, Gabby.
I guarantee my mother, if she's here, doesn't know.
It is Petito, right?
Potato. I don't know. Fuck on it, Pitino. Is she related to what's his name, the basketball coach, Rick Pitino?
Jesus Christ. So, yeah, Van Life YouTuber, I think. Instagram, all that shit just comes up fucking missing.
Is this really a shocker, though? Van life, traveling on the road.
I want to live the van life. I think that's sick.
Oh, fuck that shit.
That's just dope. Have you seen some of those? It's like full-on stand-up showers and shit. But, like, there's so much stuff. So her husband, or boyfriend, like, she comes up missing. He gets involved with the po-po. They find her. He's on the run. The lawyer is, from what I believe, I think I know or read that his lawyers, or the family lawyer for him is actually the one that told the cops that he didn't know where the fuck he was. And fucking, I still want to know what the fucking thing is with the two other people. Like, two people in the same area end up dead and missing. Or missing then dead, I guess, technically.
That's kind of a weird it's kind of weird that, like I said, I'm not big on coincidence.
Right.
Two other people
and
end
it's
up
not
dead.
like we're talking about like a massively like crime-ridden area.
Two other people end up dead the same night, murdered the same night. If it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, guess what? It's a fucking duck.
Yeah. And there's so much little shit. Like that picture of the crime scene, and then you can see what appears to be their van life van in the background with the back doors open and shit. Like, what?
Philadelphia 7, Cowboys 14.
Ski-yay, boy, I tell you what.
Thanks to my mother.
Ah, damn.
She's being multitasking. She's listening to us and watching football. Guess what? I know my mother. She's paying more attention to the football.
Is she married?
Yeah.
Your husband's watching it, isn't he?
No, it's her. Guarantee it's her. Where do you
like
think
that,
my love
like
of football
song.
came from?
It's like that song. She's my best friend. She's a real bad bitch.
Oh, God.
That's the fucking the sweetie meal at McDonald's. That's who that is.
No shit.
How the fuck is that the person that McDonald's wants to align with their supposedly family-friendly business? A chick that says, she's my best friend, that's a real bad bitch. Over and over and over again, amongst other cusses. They get BTK, I got. Even if they do cuss, you can't understand. They're fucking Korean. What? That's not racist. I'd say the same thing if they were Russian.
You can. You're Asian.
Oh, if it was fucking Vladimir Putin, I'd say the same
Let me ask
shit.
a question. We'll get back on the YouTube serial killer for a minute. Asians. You always say you can say that I'm Asian, but you can make a Japanese joke. But can you make a Korean joke or a Chinese joke?
See, that's where you draw the line. It's not because I'm Asian. It's because I'm Oriental.
See, I always thought Oriental was like a really racist. That's like the N-word to an Asian.
No.
I always heard that.
I've never felt that way. Like, if I wouldn't feel offended. Like, I wouldn't feel like I was offending a Chinese cousin. If I was like, oh, so you're Oriental too. Now, if I was like, what's up, chinky boy? That'd be a problem. But at the same time, like, Japanese people cheat the system. One of the worst thing you can call us is a fucking Jap. Or a Tojo.
Huh. I just
like Chinese have the chink word. You got zipperhead, gook.
Okay, we don't need to hit them all.
Well, gook isn't even a fucking racist term.
Just for the people listening to the audio version of this, he is of Asian descent. Just so you know, I'm Caucasian. That's why I'm not saying these things. He is of Asian descent.
I've never been.
If you don't believe me, join us at 8:00 on Mondays for the live stream, and you will see his Asianness.
Yeah, it's fine. I like to take my glasses off because I look even more Asian without my glasses on.
You do, actually. It's kind of weird.
They just magnify my eyes. It's crazy, isn't it?
Could you?
Anytime somebody's like, "No, you're not," I take my glasses off, and they're like, "I see it now."
I see it.
I'm like, "Yeah, you should see my dick. You really believe it."
Where were we? Okay.
Yeah, no, I've never been offended by the word Oriental before.
I always heard that. But here's the thing: the person or the people that have heard it were always white women, and we know they're an excellent judge of race.
Yeah,
because if they believe it, it's true.
Yeah, that's how that works. I can't tell you how many white women have decided that I was supposed to be offended by something in my life, and I look at them and go, "Shut the fuck up, Stephanie."
Karen, bite me, Karen.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my God, I can't stand it. And now it's just everybody. Now everybody younger than me is just ready to be butthurt at all times, so they could go listen to fucking Juice World and Lil Peep and cry themselves to sleep in their dark room with nothing on but their flashing color changing LED strips that rim or line the whole fucking every angle of the room.
All right. Okay, let's get back to YouTube. The YouTube. So they were fighting, from what I understood. I guess he showed up in Florida,
mind
right?
you, he also, there was a history of domestic problems between these two.
I heard they were engaged, broke up, and they were getting back together, went on this road trip.
Good call.
Bad idea number one.
How are we going to save our relationship? Let's be in a van together
for 2-3
all day, every day. You want to bring the gun safe, honey?
Never ends well.
What about the fuzzy handcuffs? Or the ball gag? No, leave the dogs. Leave the cell phones, the computer. We're just trying to separate ourselves from humanity.
So,
for the sake of love.
From what I have heard, there was an incident earlier in the night where the cops showed up. They were fighting in the van. I guess she was kicking the shit out of him.
Good.
And the cops showed up, didn't do anything, left, and then the hooker ended up dead. Or disappeared. He took the van and went to Florida. Showed up without her.
Yeah.
Tried to play that shit off.
Yeah.
Not a smart move. Found a body. 2 other people
found a body originally that
right.
just happened to very closely match her physical description.
It
wasn't an automatic, that's her.
2 other people ended up dead that night. So the question is there a serial killer in what town is this?
I don't
know. I
wasn't fully prepared to talk about this this week. Well, because we both do this enough that I was explaining this to somebody. They were like, yeah, you should talk about that. And I was like, well, what about this? I was like, I don't want to fucking hear about it. Because I don't, not that it's going to be a surprise to me. It's just when we pick a topic that we're going to talk about, even if it's just for a small segment, you kind of naturally just kind of engross yourself in that topic, and it is all around you all the time, and it can get dark. So I was like, let me keep it light with the fucking Ouija board shit. I didn't have to do any research or nothing for this episode. No. It was nice. All I had to do was show up and be pretty.
It's kind of like I wanted this episode to be like a shit show.
It kind of is.
It is a shit show.
But here's my thing.
Which we haven't done in a while. We do need to do another one of those.
But here's my other thing. goes missing.
Right.
According to his lawyer, is the one that tells the cops, which I saw somebody was like, why is the lawyer snitching on him? Because the cops probably called him and were like, we want him to come in for questioning. He had, what else is he going to do? He's got diarrhea. No, he's going to be like, I don't know where he is either, dude. Like, the fuck? And then he gets caught on a trail cam. Did you see that?
You told me about that last
Yeah,
time.
like somebody caught an image of him on their trail cam in the woods of fucking Florida. And then next thing you know, guess where we're at now? Guess how escalated this has become. Dog the Bounty Hunter got involved. You didn't know that?
No, I really haven't paid much
Dog the
attention.
Bounty Hunter's involved. Dog the Bounty Hunter went to his parents' house looking for him. I saw a picture somebody took from across the street. There's a camera guy with like a little camera, and you can see Dog doing his traditional look around the corner at the front door.
With his fucking pepper spray?
I don't know. All I was thinking, I was like, I wonder how many times. Wonder if he's mic'd up. If he's not mic'd up, how many times has he said the N-word? Excellent. That's what we like to see.
Just what's said there? You want to start doing play-by-play for a football game?
It is a thing. People do it. You don't have to leave it up. It's fine.
I'm fucking watching while you're going off on your rant.
But yeah, fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter's involved now.
That fucked hard.
Mullet and all. Same outfit. I'm pretty sure he wears the same thing every day. He's like a cartoon character. How they never change clothes.
I mean, I will say this. I love the show. It was freaking hilarious.
He's the dog, the big bad dog. Somebody give fucking Zeke some touches for fuck's sake. But yeah, I
wonder if we'll get copyright because you can see it on the live stream.
Oh.
I don't care. We definitely need to hang this up.
You can always get a bigger one too if you want.
Well, like I said, we're going to get a bookshelf put right here.
I was thinking about getting a tapestry too to hang back there. Like just one, because then we have a full backdrop of the whole wall. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just wall.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't understand why everybody like.
What's
Whatever they want.
that's a question we should have asked the Ouija board. Is there sex after death? Is there some banging going on in the afterlife?
If the afterlife's real, there better be.
It'd be a shitty afterlife. Maybe that's what hell is.
God
No
damn
sex.
It. Son of a bitch.
I don't know.
But again, back to this Gabby's thing.
Yes, back to the van life.
I guess being as I am who I am and you are who you are, and even given the obsession currently with true crime documentation and TV shows and shit, I don't understand why this particular one is the one that literally everybody was talking about instantly.
Because
like, shit like the people go missing and get murdered all the time.
Not YouTube celebrities.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, when you have...
I didn't know who the fuck she was.
I had never heard of her. But
like, I saw it and I was like, who the fuck is that? That sucks. But I don't know who she is.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many subscribers she had, but I'm sure it's pretty up there.
Probably more than us, I'm sure.
Well, fuck.
What was the name of their channel?
I don't know.
It's probably taken down now. I guarantee YouTube had to block it.
I don't know. But we...
Well, but like, I bet you nobody heard about... Did you hear about the female Cincinnati rapper? The mother of 5 or 6 kids got shot and killed in Over the Rhine this month?
No shit?
Yeah. She was celebrating the release of her first music video. Dead. They say she wasn't even the target. Yeah. Nobody hears about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not taking anything away from this Gabby girl. It's fucking terrible. I feel bad for her family. That guy needs to be, if he did in fact do it, which I think he fucking did.
Oh, there's no doubt.
He needs to be kicked in the dick until he can't walk, and then he needs to just be starved to death.
There's no doubt he did.
Because if you want my all the way dark opinion of it, I guarantee when they catch this dude and if they really get the full truth out of him, I would put money that there was some type of a sexual assault involved in this too. because he was clearly on a power trip, and that's what dudes on a power trip. Get in there, you son of a bitch, do. Sorry. I've taken a shit, and now I'm watching football on this podcast.
That's how much we don't give a shit about this episode.
This is literally the only Cowboys game I've been able to catch any of this season because I have to work every Sunday right now. Even though that's the one day. I'm not this week. Not that it matters. Oh, wait, no, they do play because Monday is the end of this week. Yeah. The week starts on Thursday, ends on Monday.
Okay.
But anyway, just because, like I said, as fucking super dark as it is, like that's usually what fuck boy pussies like this guy do, is they're looking for power and a power trip, and part of getting that power of somebody means a lot of times means doing something like that, which makes it even worse and makes me want to kick him in the dick till he's dead even more. Because there's nothing worse than hurting a kid or a woman that cannot defend themselves, or taking some part of somebody's physical body for your own gain against their will.
Right.
As far as I'm like, the fact that fucking child molesters and rapists get their ass beat in prison, more power to you guys. Oh.
What?
Never mind.
No.
I'll tell you off camera.
Okay, well, fuck.
I don't know if I can put it out there. I don't know who might get in trouble. I don't know names or anything like that,
Okay,
but
well,
I heard some
we're gonna wrap this up
grapevine news
We're
about
gonna-
some shit, that another case that we might want to do.
Okay, well, we're gonna wrap this up here shortly.
It's fucking. It has nothing to do with football. It's fucking. You'll like it.
But
It'll make you
this
happy.
went viral so because of the culture of today.
Yeah.
She had
Well, that's what I'm
followers.
saying. I didn't know until like a week into this that she was a YouTuber. That's why when I first saw it, I was like, why this girl? You know what I mean? Like, why is this the one that everybody got stuck on? I'm not, if somehow her family sees this, I'm not downplaying it by any means. I just, by not understanding that she was a social media influencer, that's why I was like who chose it? And then when I found that out, that made sense. And then when I found out some of the details, I was like, yeah, fuck that dude. I want to know everything that happens until he's getting raped to death in jail. The only time that rape is okay.
Well, rule number
Not
one.
even. It's still not okay. Get the fuck in there! Sorry.
Whenever a female, or whenever a female mainly goes...
Feed that man! Sorry.
Whenever a female goes missing or, God forbid, dead, the significant other is always number one on the suspect list. And as they should be.
Oh, yeah. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
If a married man that like they can't find a what is it? I think it's like if a married man turns up shot and like they can't prove home invasion or anything like that, like it's like 46% of the time it was the wife. And also they can often tell the the sex of a murderer by where they shoot people. Men traditionally shoot people in the head. Women traditionally shoot them in the chest.
So women are better shots, basically.
Depends on the gun.
Well, anybody that's had any gun training.
Oh no, you got like a 10 gauge. I don't give a fuck. You get hit in the head with a 10 gauge, you're done.
But anybody that's done any gun training knows you never
You go center mass.
Yeah, you go center mass. You never. This target, especially on us, is a
bigger.
much bigger target than this. Well, you got a big head, so it's about
Oh, and you don't?
I got a little head.
I got a little head. But
oh, just to answer Gonzo's question, no, we're not getting matching GI-10 tattoos.
I actually thought about that.
Well, my sleeve is going to have, you know what my sleeve idea is. Good for angel, demon, and there might be a GIT reference in there somewhere.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, but yeah, I found that that statistical analysis about shooting placement from. Shout out to the Necronomipod podcast. They did their second part on Eileen Warnos.
I saw that.
And that was one of the weird things that they came up with, like her last murder or one of them. Well, she capped the dude in the head.
Throw off the cops.
Yeah. I mean, considering she was making up fucking crime scenes the whole time anyway.
You know, I was thinking about this. I wonder if it's gotten harder for police and detectives to catch killers and serial killers with all the shows.
Yeah, but there's also so many advanced technologies that they
Well,
can
DNA
use
fucked it up
against
for
them.
DNA fucked it up for all criminals.
Oh yeah. It depends. It's just like Seth Rogen from Superbad. When he said, when I started this job, I thought it was going to catch all the bad guys. I thought there was just semen everywhere. There was some kind of a semen data bank, and you just punched it in, and there you're like, there's your guy. No. See, it would have been way easier if there was. If that guy would have ejaculated and then punched you in the face, pretty good chance we would have found him. But that's not the case.
I do I was thinking about this vaccine and shit.
Yeah.
I think I have a way to get every male vaccinated in the country. Easy peasy. Government lies to us, right? They fib the truth, right?
Oh, yeah.
So why can't they just tell men, as in those commercials, you know, where they give all the side effects, of course, add 5 inches to your penis as a side effect of the vaccine. That line would be around
I would
the
not
fucking
mind
block.
having a 5.5-inch penis.
Well, at least get me the average.
Well, average is smaller than most people think.
Was it
Or at least it was. Last time, like real
frightening.
sex or some shit was on there. It was like 4.5.
Yeah. Them damn black guys throwing off a curve.
And Native Americans and Italians.
Ah,
It's China that really fucks it up.
no, they help.
To bring it down,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
because there's so many of them.
You get rid of them, shit, it could be like 8-inch average.
Right, I don't know anything
Them are
about
all
Indian
fun.
guys, but if Indian guys are small,
But I'm just saying, if Joe Biden would come out and say a side effect to the vaccines is a 5-inch spike in your penis length.
if you want a throbbing hard donger, get the vaccine.
I'm just saying that would work. There would be every man in the country
It's not untrue.
would be. You couldn't get a.
Fuck, if you said it added 1 inch to your dick, they'd be fucking around
We
the
would be
corner.
at herd immunity in a matter of hours.
Right. The only other way is if... Oh, you piece of shit. The only way you can make it better is if you're like, it automatically makes it so you can't get someone pregnant for a year.
That
And
is
then
true.
we'd have another baby boom. They'd be like, sorry, we lied. And then next thing you know, they're just like, you just hear the just a fucking emanation of baby cries from space.
Yeah. So that's my thought for the day. I was just
Good
thinking.
thought for
About,
the day.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Phil thinks for the people.
I'm just trying to help out. By
Phil for president 2024.
No, I do not want to be president.
I thought about it, but I'll be a 1 year too young to put myself in the vote.
For me to have that job,
Get that piece of
there
shit.
better be a lot more money involved. You think I could live on $160,000 a year, or whatever it is, or $100,000, whatever it is?
I live on like $4,000
I
a
know,
year.
but if I have access to all the money in the world, I want to have to put up with all that bullshit.
You know, what are you gonna go do? You're gonna go raid the empty ass fucking whatever the fuck the vault is.
Fort Knox.
Yeah,
There
it's
ain't-
just empty.
Oh no, we haven't been on the gold standard since the 70s.
I say all the time, the only thing at the bottom of Fort Knox is a fucking dude with fucking thick glasses and a HP desktop. They're like, oh, did they turn it all to cryptocurrency and you handle it? He's like, no,
Oh, you
I
don't-
manage the president's RuneScape and Minecraft accounts so that he doesn't fall behind.
Now, I would not want to be the president, but I'd like to run the president's social media account. I could have a field day with that shit.
That was always one of the things that bothered me with Trump. And you know me, I've always thought Trump was an asshole before politics. It has nothing to do with politics. But why the fuck was he allowed to continue to tweet from real Donald Trump?
Because it was funny.
But no, because other presidents also tweeted, get him. Oh, is that a pick? Sorry. Every other president since Twitter's become a thing, or at least Obama tweeted, but they made him tweet from POTUS.
I don't fucking know.
Why the rule change? It's because he's white. And Obama was blackish.
Blackish.
Yeah. And I want, dude, I never even voted for Obama. I just want Obama to give all the speeches. Now, we need to build the wall. The Hispanic culture is coming over, and it's not the good ones. So what we're gonna do is blah 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 blah. I don't know. I just love his cadence. Such a good speaker. Oh god, what are we gonna talk about next? Butt stuff. How'd you go, boo boo?
Oh, I tried to cut my finger off the other day and I was picking at
Nice. Yeah, no, mine fucking. I don't even know what that was. I think it was a bug bite that I scratched raw in my sleep.
So I think actually, let's see. So we got Ed Gein coming up maybe next Monday.
I'm down.
Maybe.
We're gonna have to get a lot of pictures for that one. Are we allowed to show pictures of like human lampshades?
Probably not.
Fuck.
I don't know.
What if we blur out the nipples? That'd be hilarious.
I don't see why should YouTube get all pissy about nipples when you could Google naked yoga.
You bring this up every time.
That pisses me off.
You watch naked yoga videos on YouTube,
absolutely.
don't you? Like regularly.
No, maybe twice in my life.
Let me guess. Okay, twice in your life, you're a born again Christian as of last night.
No, I did the first time because I didn't believe it.
I did the same thing when you told me that. I was like bullshit, and I was like, "Oh, that's a vagina."
And that was like a year ago when I've heard that. I googled it the other day just to see if it's still.
It's still up there.
So you've obviously googled it a lot as well.
No, just the one time, but it wasn't that long ago.
That's right. But I was like,
I saw it and I was like, I watched like 14 seconds of it. I was like, well, goddamn, I'm going to Arby's.
Well, let's be honest. Most of them you don't want to look at. There's a few, but my point is, there's certain words you can't say on YouTube, but yet you can have naked yoga.
Well, I mean, it's just like you can fucking you can't have nudity and shit on TV, but you can have fucking naked native women with fucking tits down to their belly buttons all over TV. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Personal opinion, not the kind of titties I'm trying to see.
So we got maybe Ed Gein next week. We're going to get to Tyler's suggestion, Werewolf of Ohio. One of them. I like that one. You probably got his other suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
We'll kind of pick one of his suggestions and do. But I think that would be very interesting.
Yes.
I like because Werewolf of Ohio. We haven't done a good cryptid in a while.
No, not an actual episode.
Slender Man was close to a cryptid, but not.
He's a tulpa.
He's a douchebag. But maybe we'll do that in the next week or two. After. We might. I'm tired of getting.
He's an albino Swahili.
I'm tired of getting these demonic scratch fucking comments. No, I'm tired. I appreciate everybody that comment, but it's the same thing every time. We got another one.
On that video?
Yeah.
What was it?
We're gonna have to
asking for help.
Well, I'll paraphrase.
I mean, we could just do a whole nother fucking episode. I don't care.
We might have to do an episode. Okay. Oh shit.
Well, if I've just been sitting here fucking, the Blue Jackets beat the Penguins, if anybody's wondering.
It says, hi all, I don't have an animal, so last night I was dreaming that I was shaking a person that was on fire to remove the fire. I woke up and...
The fuck good is that going to do?
Well, wait, it's not opposite of stop, drop, and roll, but it's a dream.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess we could talk about my dream.
That's up to you.
It was fucked up. I woke up, both my hands were stinging. When I turned the light on, my left hand had paper cuts and said to myself, oh, must have made myself or cut myself at work. But when I looked at my right hand, I had 4 scratches like when a cat scratches you. As a Christian, I think the devil is trying to confuse me. This is the first time this has happened to me. I took pictures. Here's what I'm going to say, and then I'll let you chime in. As a Christian, if you think the devil it's your reality is your reality. If that's what you think, maybe it is. I don't know. What throws me off on this is when you were in that dream, and if you were into that dream, you could have scratched yourself, but moving around a little bit.
I wonder if they just shaved.
Like I said earlier when Travis was taking his poop, you need to figure out what's going on. And you need...
Because it sounds to me, just from reading dreams, it sounds to me more like you're not the one that needs to worry. You need to figure out if you know that person that you were trying to put the fire out on, and they might have a fucking issue coming at them.
Right. That's the point. But I'm never going to say it's never evil or never satanic or whatever. It's whatever you believe.
I'm not rolling my eyes at you. I'm rolling my eyes at the terminology.
It's whatever. If you think it's evil... fine, but you better back it up a little bit, because if it's not, you're just worried for nothing.
Yeah, if for some reason you're listening to this
after the fact, because
if you have these pictures and they're not inappropriate, feel free to send them to gitnpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
And also, there's also the fact that if you want to think it's a demon, I would say maybe think twice about that, because traditionally they don't work in 4s with scratches. It's 3s. The mocking of the Trinity.
Yes, but I'm not even. I don't.
Just 4 you could do yourself.
Well, 4 you can do 3, 4 you can do them all yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's 4 fingers right here. You know what I'm saying?
But I am big on, if you feel it's something evil, you need to look into it. You need to look. How do you analyze how you feel in that area?
Mm-hmm.
If you feel something heavy, you feel something darker, maybe you should get help. Maybe. And you just don't call looking on YouTube and get a Facebook group. No, seek professional help, or just, analyze the situation, monitor it, and if things start to escalate, other activity pops up, then you could have an issue. But it doesn't mean, even if you get 3 scratches, it doesn't mean it's a demon. It doesn't mean it's evil.
Well, at this point, it's just a one-off thing.
Right.
As far as we know.
If it continues to happen, or other activity starts to spark, by all means, you might want to look into it. I'm not going to say it's... I think Satan gets way too much credit. I think Satan is way too busy. If Satan is what the church says he is, I think he's got more on his plate than scratching you, or scratching me, or scratching anybody.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's got pineapples to shove up Hitler's ass.
It's hard. It's not easy fucking running hell.
It's hard goddamn work being the devil.
Come up with all that misery and torture. That's hard work.
Right.
Anybody can make people happy. It's making them suffer and be miserable is hard.
Right. Because half of them are going to be like, oh, I kind of like that one.
Oh, hand grenade in the butt.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, you about ready to end this one?
I suppose. I'm surprised we got almost an hour and a half out of this.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck it.
We've been going long, though, lately.
Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours is lengthy for a podcast.
Yeah, about an hour and a half is good, which we technically won't get by the time I edit out the beginning, but that's okay.
Well, plus my super awesome, minute-long advertisement on the RSS feed. What?
And your poop.
Well, we can leave it in there if you want.
Oh,
I'll take a microphone with me next time.
I'm leaving it in.
We should get a toilet mic.
I was spouting some good shit, I think.
On what?
While you were pooping.
What?
I don't know.
Were you doing the Ouija board?
No, I was.
Oh.
I think I was talking a little bit about it, but not doing the Ouija board.
Yeah, we should get a toilet mic. Like how Tom Segura and Christina P had. They don't have the fart mic anymore. They actually had them rigged up in their studio.
I quit listening to them.
It depends on the person.
I'm not. I'm not. A big
I
fan
stopped
of her.
listening for long enough that I don't get any of the references anymore.
I'm not. They're a little much for me. A little weird, and they get some of the shit they play, the videos and shit they play. Yeah, kind of disgusting. I mean, I do like Tom and Bert's podcast together, Two Bears One Cave. I love that podcast. Matter of fact, I listened to it today. I think. Yeah, it comes out on Monday. It's freaking hilarious.
Dude, I haven't listened to anything but Necronomipod, Brohio, and
Ghost of the Night.
Yeah, I've been listening to What's Your Weird Story here and there. Spread the Dread. Common Descent, of course.
But I think the podcast is growing. We got quite a few new YouTube subscribers. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Definitely be sure to share these episodes on YouTube and Facebook on all your social media.
That shit helps a lot.
It does, actually. Be sure to, if you're watching and in the chat rooms, head on over to your favorite podcast app and follow us there as well, whichever iTunes.
And even if you don't
Apple
listen
Podcasts.
to it, just when you subscribe, hit download new episodes automatically.
Yeah, and be sure to leave us a favorable review.
Yes.
We like those. But
favorable reviews.
we are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Radio,
shit that I've never even heard of.
Amazon.
Yeah,
I Amazon. Did find it on Amazon.
Yeah, we're on shit I didn't know we were on, and shit I've never heard of.
Yes, yeah. Tune in.
Podbean,
tune in. But we are on just about everything that you can think of.
We're famous.
Yeah. Let's just say if one of us ends up missing, it might be big time news to at least 200-300 people.
And if you're in the UK, we'll be joining your brethren. Oi, oi. That's Australian. We're going to talk about tea and crumpets.
But be sure to
God save the Queen.
Be sure to share this podcast. That is how we grow. Like, subscribe, like I was saying. But if you have a story or an interaction, just like Tyler,
and multiple other people
have given us ideas or a topic you want covered, be sure to send us an email, gitmpodcast@gmail.com, or just hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, or
which you will probably get redirected to Gmail anyway, just because.
Yes, but
I don't feel like scrolling through that tiny little.
If you send a DM,
I'll get back to you. I just
you will
feel like scrolling through that long ass fucking message.
You will tend to respond. So be sure to reach out, share your stories. If you have a ghost story or a haunted place you went to, let us know. We'll cover that story.
Especially if you got evidence.
And if you got some good evidence, we'll have you on.
Yeah.
That's how that shit works.
Yes.
We have some things in the works. We are working on like we talked about earlier, backdrop. This is going up. Bookcase is going in to hang
Some lighting.
So be on the lookout.
Strip
Every
pole.
week we're going to try to do something. I think that's about it.
Okay.
I have nothing. So we are out of here.
I have nothing. Nothing.
Hey, Whitney.
Oh, my stomach. It's so, I don't understand. I need to stop and get like some Pepto or something. I'm not used to stomach aches.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for putting up with our immature,
thanks for dealing with my shit that I took in the middle of this podcast.
Disrespectful asses. We appreciate each and every one of you. We love each and every one of you. All our new subscribers, all our new listeners, all our new followers. Without you, we are nothing. Let's be honest, we still be doing this, just talking to ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think next week, don't worry, we'll be drunk.
Probably.
Or stoned, one of the two.
Or drinking.
Anyway, we'll see you next week. Maybe we might see you later on this week for...
Possibly.
I think tomorrow we might do a Patreon episode.
Mm-hmm.
We got to figure out what we want to talk about. We'll probably talk about how stupid Ouija boards are for a wee bit. And so if you are a Patreon subscriber, you'll get that. If you are not, you want to support the podcast, go to podcast.com/GITN podcast.
Patreon.com/GITN podcast. Podcast.com.
Go to podcast.com. I'm trying to do too much, trying to watch a football game.
It's a commercial.
I'm getting possessed by a Zozo. I got a lot of shit going on right now.
Zozo.
Patreon.com/GITN podcast. That is the best way to support us. There's some links. All the links are in the show notes or the description.
I also might make a Cash App just to see.
Oh.
For the show.
Yeah, you could.
It's not like I'm out here like, give me your money so I can go do stuff. No, it literally would all go back into the show.
Well, what's that say? I can't see.
It says deuces.
See ya. But we could do that. But we're going to work on our website.
Yes.
And what we might do is hopefully people will come live. We can embed this live stream there and people can come to our website.
We should do a fucking calendar like the hot firefighter guys do.
Sexy podcast host.
Yes. I bet you we can get Adam and Barry in. See if we can get Nick and Rob from Ohio. Dude, that's kind of a fucking hilarious idea. Send out a mass fucking DM and see if we can get a bunch of male fucking podcasters in this realm to take like all of us just have like fucking jack-o'-lanterns in front of our junk because it's spoopy season. I bet you we could make it happen.
You get on that.
I'll do it.
All right. We'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Oh, you're so fucked up, Travis. See you.